In the great house of Desmond Hall, a newfound peace presides over the occupants living there. With an ancient family curse lifted, life can begin again as it did before, but often tranquility is mistaken for the calm before the storm. In the underworld, the servant Raxel awaits her punishment for her role in cursing the Desmond family for centuries. A punishment which could leave her burning forever.
Well, well, Monsieur le Comte, or is it Julian Desmond now? I never understood your need for the masquerade, but then you mortals are so fond of manipulation. But never mind, we are not here to discuss you yet. The prodigal servant has returned to me. Go and wait with her. Give her comfort, if you can.
Is it time now, Monsieur le Comte?
The hour will soon be at hand, Raxel.
I know. I do not expect him to be merciful. Not after all the trouble I have caused the Desmonds. Centuries of anguish, death, and lies. This is what I brought them instead of my service and loyalty. And for what price, monsieur?
Immortality is very attractive. I know of no man who rejoices to go to his own death.
Don't you? Even to end a suffering?
Let's not dwell on the past, Raxel.
But isn't that why I'm here, facing judgment? Over and over I have destroyed the lives of the Desmonds just to extend my own life.
You show remorse. Perhaps that will work in your favor. I will keep my word and speak on your behalf.
Thank you, monsieur. But whatever the Dark Prince decides, I am ready for him. Jean-Paul Desmond has pitied me, promised to shed tears for me when the final flame burns me away to...
It may not come to that.
You think so, monsieur? Unless you too have wed your soul to the devils, you do not know what he is capable of. It was my signature on that document, not yours.
There. Signed, Court Desmond, and it's done. Just like that. Master Court Desmond, owner of Desmond Hall. It has a certain ring to it, doesn't it, Mother?
Yes, it does. And I couldn't be prouder of you. Join me in a glass of champagne? It's been so long since this family has had a chance to celebrate anything.
Of course I will. To us, and brighter days for the Desmond dynasty.
One thing does puzzle me, though. When Jean-Paul and Emily were here, you acted as if you didn't want the estate, that you'd be happier with him taking it off your hands.
He wouldn't have given me the deed if he didn't trust me with it. This isn't your way of telling me that you don't trust me with the responsibility.
Of course I trust you, Court. You're very capable and...
You're proud of me, yes, I know, that is what you said. But when I look into your eyes, I still see that same old fear. You're afraid I'll desert you like my father did all those years ago, that I'll leave you out in the cold one day without so much as a word. You know me better than that. Haven't I always stuck by you, supported you when Laszlo only wanted to milk you for every penny? He treated you little better than a servant.
Of course you have, Court. and I thank you for that. I couldn't ask for a better son. What are you looking for in Cousin Philip's old room? He took everything with him when he went back to Canada.
Not from him, Mother. I'm looking for the family Bible our illustrious other Cousin Philip said I was to have, if I ever inherited this drafty old mausoleum. His words, not mine. If. I'm willing to bet my entire array of paper birds he was counting on me never inheriting this place. But Philip was foolish if he expected to live forever.
You made a deal with the devil to live forever, Raxel. But one can always rectify his mistakes.
Are you always so sure of yourself, monsieur? My crimes will not go unpunished, rest assured. But if there's a chance to undo some of the damage I have caused, may the Great Serpent allow it.
May he indeed. They are asking for me now. Remember to trust in your beliefs. Have faith.
Dear Quito, my faithful friend, if only you could stand by my side as you did in the past. Should I have joined you in death? Touched the Egyptian key when it was offered to me? I would be standing here still, on the precipice of judgment. Quito, if you can hear me, give me a sign. Send me the courage to pray to the Great Serpent. I knew you would never abandon me.
Some people live in boxes all their lives.
You know, I feel I'm beginning a whole new life.
Demonstrations on a number of the nation's college campuses. Most of the protests related to the U.S. involvement in Cambodia.
Are you all right, Emily?
A part of me still can't believe that Raxel had anything to do with those deaths. Agatha Pruitt? Annie Harrington?
I wouldn't have believed it myself. She passed herself off as a loyal servant to my family for many, many years. It's a difficult thing to accept, but now everything makes sense. The only thing I can't understand is her deception about Erica.
Your first wife. You've barely mentioned her at all to me.
Ah, Raxel must have had it all planned. After my Erica departed from this world, I was not quite myself, and decided to try and reverse her state of death by keeping her frozen. I thought I could bring her back to life, but Jacques Waldemond interfered and poisoned her spirit. When she was finally back in my arms, she was not the woman I married, but a vile, evil creature bent on murder. Raxel must have known this, but played it so well.
Jean-Paul, don't do this. Not now. We're going to be married tonight. Let's not spoil this evening.
Of course. I didn't mean to be so inconsiderate, my dear Emily. Are you sure you want to go through with it? You have time to change your mind before we get to the church. I'd understand if you wouldn't want to get saddled
A
with...
handsome, sensitive man who I love with all my heart.
Well, there was no harm in checking. Especially since we've just arrived. The church awaits you, Miss Blair.
Good evening, miss.
I'd like to book a room, please.
Your name?
Well, I can see you've never attended one of my plays. My troupe hasn't left Desmonton that long ago. How unfortunate for you that you missed us.
Sorry, miss. You wanted a room?
Yes, of course. Here, I'll sign the registry myself. Thank you very much. There. Now you have my autograph. And now I would like to use your phone, if I may.
I don't understand why you're still so bitter about Jean-Paul's brother. Is it because of how he treated you? Or is Holly the real reason?
Why are you still applying salt to my wounds, Mother?
Court, I'll take that downstairs in the drawing room. Court, you really must try to let go. Holly made her choice.
Go answer the phone, Mother. Yes, Mother. She left of her own free will. My love wasn't good enough for her. No, she preferred a ghost to a living, breathing man. Holly, why can't you give me a chance? How can you be so cruel?
I'm not being cruel. Just honest. But you're not being fair.
Oh, I'm not, am I? Since when does fair have anything to do with feelings? Holly, I love you. I've loved you since the first day we met. Do you remember?
How could I forget? You brought me one of Irene's special brews and then warned me to leave Desmond Hall. You were rude and conceited then, just as you are now.
But at least I'm alive, Holly. What can Philip Desmond offer you? Nothing. He's dead.
Don't say that. He's just lost.
And you will be too if you seek him out.
He needs me. I'm the only one who can save him, and you can't stop me.
But what if I need you more?
I love Philip, and you need to accept that.
Always taking the easy way out, Holly? Loving Philip is easy for you. He's not here to touch you, to take you in his arms. But I am, and that scares you, doesn't it? Please don't shrink away from me. I'm here, Holly. I'm here.
Hello?
I must speak to Jean-Paul Desmond.
Jean-Paul? I'm afraid you've missed him. He left with his fiancée about an hour ago.
Fiancée? Oh, I see. Did he happen to tell you where he went?
If you hurry, you might be able to make it to his wedding at St. Michael's. He does need a witness, after all. I would have gone there myself, but he insisted he wanted to make it a private affair. Would you like me to call the chapel for you and...
Thank you. Please have someone take my bags to my room. Should my manager arrive before I've returned, tell him I've changed my mind and decided to meet an old friend after all.
I promise you, after we're married, all the devils and demons will be a thing of the past.
Even Raxel.
She is gone and won't trouble us again.
I believe you.
I swear to you by my love.
I'm sorry to keep you two waiting. Jean-Paul Desmond and Miss...
Emily Blair.
Very nice to meet you both. As we discussed on the phone, I'll need a copy of your first wife's death certificate.
Yes, of course, Reverend Simmons. You should find everything in order. There's Dr. Menken's signature at the bottom, and if you have any further questions to the authenticity, you may contact my lawyer.
Yes, I see. And you would like the nuptials to take place tonight?
Yes, if that's convenient for you.
I can marry you right now.
Jean-Paul!
Then by all means, perform the ceremony.
I, Raxel, daughter of a voodoo priestess, am your servant once again. Hear me, O great serpent, as I kneel before you. I come to you in full contrition, ready to accept my punishment, but leave my fate in your hands. If my eternal torment allows the Desmond family to return to love, so it must be.
Yes, let's not waste any more time.
Very well. If the two of you would just stand here at the front of the altar and join hands.
Hasty marriage seldom proveth well.
Helena.
Oh, don't look so shocked, Jean-Paul. While it is true, the first play of Henry VI was a dreadful play, Shakespeare managed to pen a few good lines from it, ones even appropriate to this little celebration.
How did you know we were here, Helena? How did you find us?
Ada. She does so love a festive occasion, you know. You remember, Jean-Paul? It wasn't too long ago when...
Yes, I remember. You don't need to be reminded of it. Now, if you would be so kind to leave us. Emily and I would like to be married tonight.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of squashing the hopes and dreams of your bride-to-be, Jean-Paul. But I do require a few moments of your time. Alone.
Damn you, Philip. I've had my fill of your stories and your imaginary philosophies. It wasn't enough to poison my mind with your false caring. You had to go and corrupt Holly, too. Well, you can keep your lies, and Holly, too, for all I care. You have chosen your course in life, and I have chosen mine. We are at a stalemate, cousin. Philip, is that you making the carousel play again? Is this your way of mocking me? Philip?
Court.
Holly?
Court. You must find me.
Holly. Oh, Philip, if this is your idea of a joke...
Court, I heard you shouting. What's wrong?
Did you hear her?
Hear who?
Holly, she was here in this room.
Court, That's not possible. Holly is gone. She's not coming back. We all know that.
Mother, she spoke to me. She needs my help.
Try to calm down. You're getting yourself all upset over nothing.
I heard her with my own ears. But you're the last person I'd expect to dismiss this after Grandfather came back to see you.
Court, where are you going?
To see someone who will understand.
I have said everything I could, Raxel. Now it all falls down to you. Are you ready to face the tribunal?
I am, monsieur. My prayer to the Great Serpent must be heard, but with me I will take the memory of my master, Jean-Paul Desmond. His eyes will water with tears, and I will smile in knowing that he will weep for my salvation. Remember your promise to me, Jean-Paul. Remember. Remember.
Strange Paradise was created by Jerry Layton and Ian Martin. Directed, written, and produced by Rachel Kavik. The cast in order of appearance. Raxel was played by Julie Hoverson. Dark Prince was played by Victor Aurelius. Monsieur le Comte was played by John Bell. Court Desmond was played by Chris Marcellus. Ada Thaxton was played by Elise Krawick. Jean-Paul Desmond was played by Mike Coleman. Emily Blair was played by Mindy Rast Keenan. Helena Raleigh was played by Holly Stevenson. Holly Marshall was played by Tanya Milievich. The hotel clerk was played by Kim Zuckert. And Reverend Simmons was played by John Leingard. Incidental music by Antonio Gervasoni, Kevin MacLeod, and Kevin X. The Strange Paradise theme music was composed by Score Productions Incorporated and arranged by Miguel Sanchez. Phillips Carousel by Ghost Notes, drums by Sarah M. Hillis. Sound effects from freesound.org. Sound and mastering by Rachel Kavik.